Hey, it's Nova Martin here. I'm so thankful and blessed that you opted into this training. So I'm going to show you in the next few minutes how to fast track and guarantee a leaner, stronger, God-honoring physique without overwhelming your busy life. Because I get it. We're men. We have so much on our shoulders, so much responsibility, so much demand. We're being pulled left and right on a day-to-day basis that makes us feel that there's neglect and stagnation every time we go about doing our daily duties, making us feel like we have to put our health and well-being on the back burner. Well, now it's time to put all that to bed. So I'm going to show you exactly what the Lord has revealed to me in His Word called the Kingdom Body Matrix. This is what I use to get in peak performing shape without compromising my work-life balance, without having to compromise my faith-driven values. And this is what I coach my clients through as well when it comes to achieving that same thing of achieving a healthier, stronger, God-honoring physique so they can look, feel, and perform at their peak and doing it as God intended. Because I know a lot of fitness programs, they're promising you a whole bunch of things. How to lose 100 pounds in 3 days and how to get peak performing energy by taking this pill or this supplement or whatever that's out there. I'm not here to give you hype. I'm here to give you hope and based on what God has put in His Word so you can implement it in your life and look good doing so. So if you stick to the end of this training, I'm gonna give you the exact outline of that Kingdom Body Matrix so you can apply it in your life and your health and fitness goals. But I'm not gonna keep going on and on and on because I could turn this into a sermon, okay? So let's go right into the video training. Without any further delay, let's dive in. So if you're looking at my screen right now, you'll see the Bible verse that I believe will be the foundation of this entire training to give you more insight and understanding of why the fitness programs out there and maybe some of the things that you have tried in the past have failed you. Everything that I'm giving you is not going to be on theory. It's not going to be on conjecture. It's not going to be on something that I put in my head and just want to throw something out there to hope that it sticks. It's not based on some new fitness hack or tip or trick or whatever trends going on Instagram or TikTok. Everything that I'm giving you is based on biblical principle and biblical doctrine. So in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 23, it says, "Now may the God of peace himself sanctify you entirely, and may your spirit and soul and body be preserved complete, without blame, at the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ." And the reason why I underlined and highlighted spirit and soul and body be preserved complete, because you are tripartite in nature. You probably haven't heard that word before. It is the human version of triune. God is triune in nature, being three persons in one being. He is Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. You are tripartite in nature. You are body, soul, and spirit. And the reason why I say that is because the majority of these traditional fitness programs, and if I could be honest, all of them are like this. They're all geared towards acknowledging the body, but not the soul or the spirit. And because of that, many of these programs, they continue to fail you constantly because they don't serve your whole being at a peak performing level as you were created. You weren't created just to have a bigger bench press or a bigger squat or a V taper. Even though those things are nice, that's not how you were created. So what happens is, because of this lack of serving your whole being at a peak performing level, you end up going from one program to the next, one gym to the next, one diet to the next, thinking that something's just going to magically happen. There's going to be this brand new program that's going to supersede everything that you ever had before. The reality is you don't need another fitness program, okay? You don't need these 14-day challenges and 30-day tea detoxes and ab blaster challenges, plank challenges, squat challenges, these summer shreds, winter bulking, and 10 pounds in 10 days, and all the stuff that's out there. All those things are just short-term fixes to keep you spinning your wheels and end up crashing with the hope that there's some other better program out there. There's going to be some new fitness influencer or some podcast out there, some guru is going to tell you something that's totally different from everything else that ever happened. The reality is you don't need all that. What you need is a system. You need a system that's based on how God created your body, your work life, and your purpose. So that's why I'm so excited to introduce to you the Kingdom Body Matrix. This is something that I actually went into God's Word to understand fitness as He sees it. Not how the gurus see it, not how the internet sees it or social media, okay? Everything based on biblical principle, okay? I had to understand, how did God design us? And then from that, how does He want us to steward our temple? Because that's what fitness is. Fitness is stewardship towards the temple that the Lord has given us responsibility over. But I can go on and on with every single compartment of this. I'm not going to go over every single one. So I'm just going to focus on the peak performing body. So we're going to go over the three elements of the peak performing body with tailored training, personalized nutrition, and maximized recovery. So when it comes to tailored training, we got to understand that your training routine is not only compatible to your fitness level, but also to your life as a whole. See, many of these fitness programs out there, they have you conform to the actual philosophy of the fitness program, but that fitness program doesn't conform to your lifestyle, doesn't conform to your family life, your work life, your environment, your training preferences. It's just forcing you to conform. But the reality is, it has to take into consideration all these things. You shouldn't have to sacrifice family time just to get a workout in. You shouldn't have to sacrifice work time. You shouldn't have to change things up completely just to make the fitness program work. A training routine is meant to give you leverage towards your fitness goals with the right frequency, intensity, and time duration for the best results. So it's not going to be a routine that has to have you come in to work out 7 days a week. It can't just be something that's going to make you go hard or go home every single time you're in there. It's not about having you stay in the gym for 2 or 3 hours. It has to give you leverage on every element with frequency, intensity, and time duration. And not only that, your training routine must also be tailored to every element of human performance. But this is not just about, just building muscle or getting a bigger bench press, like I said before, or getting a bigger squat. This is about tailoring every element of human performance. We're talking about muscular strength, muscular endurance, cardiovascular endurance, body composition when it comes to building muscle and burning fat, as well as flexibility and mobility. So this is why I created what I call leverage intensity training, also known as LIT. Now, the reason why I want to go ahead and create something like this is because I want you to have the opportunity to leverage each element of human performance with a tailored, holistic, and sustainable approach so you can maximize progression and minimize burnout and injury. And not only that, I created this so that you can utilize the 3 E's of training success: effectiveness, efficiency, and evergreen. See, many of these traditional fitness programs you probably see online and whatnot, they'll say they have the most effective workout or the effective program, but they're not efficient or evergreen. Or they'll say, these workouts, they're so efficient, but they're not effective or evergreen. Or they'll say, yeah, you can do this workout anywhere, whether you're at home, at school, at the doctor's office. Hopefully you're not doing this workout at a doctor's office, but you get the point. I feel like you can do it anywhere, but they're not effective or efficient. Leverage intensity training that I've created, it combines the most effective and efficient training modalities to build a leaner, stronger, and healthier physique as God intended. So I'm actually going to give you this right here, set in stone when it comes to an example of a lit workout versus a traditional bodybuilding workout you probably see on a Muscle Building magazine or bodybuilding.com or whatever's going on in social media. So this is just an example, all right, of a lit upper body day, a build day. So we have a 5-minute warm-up. So this is just an upper body dominant mobility because it is an upper body day, okay? Then from there, we have 10 minutes of strength work. So there might be a certain modality that is work for you. So this is just a cluster set or a rest pause set, but this is going to be personalized based on your fitness level and what's compatible for you. But for this example, this is just 10 minutes of strength work with a cluster set of bench press. Then from there, we got 10 minutes of growth work. So this is the body composition aspect of building muscle and burning fat. So we have a push-pull combination here of chest-supported rows with push-ups. Then we have 5 to 10 minutes of accessory work. So this is getting some isolation there. So we have biceps and triceps. We have that combination with incline dumbbell curls and tricep rope extensions. And this will be done in about 25, 30 minutes tops with just 5 exercises. Do you see how streamlined that looks? You see how clean? You see how aesthetic it looks? It just looks like it could be done. You see how smooth it is in terms of just knowing what to do. It's not complicated. It is very streamlined and simple and to the point. Now let's get to your typical bodybuilding upper body workout. So you start with 5-10 minutes on the warm-up on the treadmill. So you probably do the treadmill, the bike, elliptical, whatever is available in the gym. Then you start with a dumbbell bench press, 3 to 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Now mind you, you have to rest for about 2 to 3 minutes within each set. Now after that, you do dumbbell bent over rows for 3 to 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Then you have to find another pair of dumbbells to do flat bench dumbbell flies for 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Then you got to do a one-arm dumbbell row, 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps each arm. Mind you, you still have to rest between 2 to 3 minutes each set. Then after that, you got push-ups for 3 sets to 10 to 12 reps. Then you go and find a cable machine somewhere to do cable pullovers, 3 sets to 10 to 12 reps. And then find somewhere that has space in the gym for you to do some abs. Here, for example, is just a plank for 3 sets of 30 seconds. You're going to be in that gym for at least 45 minutes minimum. I don't know about you, but it felt like a workout just saying all that. All right, it was already cardio, just me trying to explain it. But you see the difference here? I mean, we see the reality that leverage intensity training is seamless and streamlined versus a typical upper body workout. It's just going to have you in the gym for the sake of just having you in the gym. This is why you must have a tailored and holistic approach to your training versus some generic approach that will just keep you going from program to program. Now let's talk about personalized nutrition. So your nutrition should be personalized beyond the surface level of just fueling your body. I mean, we get it. We understand that calories are important and macros are important, but those are just surface level things. Your nutrition should go beyond that, okay? Your nutrition should complement your work life and not compromise your work life. You shouldn't have to feel like if you go to an event or you're going somewhere with friends and all of a sudden you feel like, oh, I can't eat this because I gotta stay away from carbs, or I'm vegan, so I gotta stay away from meat. I gotta take away a food group and stuff like that. Your nutrition should complement your work life and not compromise it. And your nutrition should also be personalized to every element of dietary adherence. Food quality, food quantity, food relationship, and food discipline. See, many of these meal plans and diet apps that are out there, they focus so much on food quality and food quantity. But the habit aspect is not there. The food relationship and the food discipline is not there. This is why your nutrition must also be personalized to every element of dietary adherence, not just how much you should eat and what type of food you should eat. And this is where flexible dieting comes into play. You probably heard this term before, but we're going to go even deeper. So when it comes to flexible dieting, you're focusing on creating flexibility with nutrition principles rather than creating restriction with diet plans. Like I said before, many of these apps, when it comes to, if it fit your macros and all these other things, even though it may sound like it's creating flexibility, it's actually creating restriction. So what happens is you want to train your body to feed your body with purpose and not just for pleasure. You're not just doing this just so that you can have every reason to eat unhealthy, because this is your temple. This is something that the Lord has given you responsibility over. You want to train your body to feed your body with purpose and not just for pleasure. So at the end of the day, you're fueling your body based on food quality, food quantity, your food relationship, and food discipline that will keep you lean, strong, and healthy for a lifetime. And this is why you have to have a personalized approach to your nutrition that complements you, and that will work great in any other fad diet, South Beach diet, keto, vegan. I mean, they might have a McDonald's diet out there, okay? So you want to do something that's going to complement you in every single way possible and not just another fad diet that will only restrict you and your lifestyle. And let's go into maximize recovery here. This is something that not a lot of programs talk about, okay? When it comes to maximize recovery, the way your body recovers from training is multi-layered. This doesn't get talked about. It may get talked about on a very surface level, like I talked about with personalized nutrition, but recovery is a multi-layered thing, okay? And the reason why I say that because many times they may have you dial in on your nutrition and training, but they don't have you dial in on your recovery the same. So you have to dial in on your recovery just as much as your nutrition and training. And the reason why is because your recovery must be protocoled in a personalized way to ensure you're able to perform at your best. And this is something that I go through with my clients all the time when I talk about protocoled restoration. This is going to be big because you're going to learn that you have to ensure your body's getting the best active recovery protocols for your body, workouts, and daily activity. Many of these fitness programs, they give you passive recovery protocols, but not active recovery protocols. And they're not personalized. They're just giving you generic advice. You might not know that, you're saying get more sleep. Well, you might actually be having enough sleep. So what would be the next best thing? They're only giving you passive recovery protocols, but not active recovery protocols. But not just that, it's just knowing that each day when it comes to protocol restoration, it's not passive. It's not keeping you stagnant. It's not just telling you to just lay down and stretch. I mean, that's one example, but that's just something that's passive. It has to be other things that is protocoled for you personally to allow you to make sure that you're getting the most out of your recovery. And at the end of the day, you're positioning yourself to take on any stress, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual, and turning that into strength. And this is why your recovery should have a protocol approach and not just some surface level approach that has your body, soul, and spirit in mind so that you're consistent, motivated, and positioned for a leaner, stronger, and healthier physique for the short term as well as the long term. So let's go over the overview of everything in terms of the peak performing body. So we talked about tailored training here. We talked about tailored training of understanding how to train your body in an effective, efficient, and evergreen manner with leverage intensity training, also known as LIT. And these are going to be strategic workouts and training phases to reduce your injury risk and increase consistency. Then we talked about personalized nutrition. We talked about flexible dieting that focus on fueling your body more than just feeding your body with nutrition principles based on your work-life demand and your dietary adherence. We talked about those 4 elements of dietary adherence: the food quality, food quantity, food relationship, and food discipline. And then we're finishing this out with maximize recovery. When it comes to maximize recovery, we're using protocol restoration to actively recover, not passively, actively recover physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually so that we're ensuring your recovery works in sync with your tailored training and personalized nutrition. So if we put all these things together, leverage intensity training, flexible dieting, and protocol restoration, you have a lean, strong, and God-honoring physique. So you see how the peak-performing body element is so important when it comes to getting that God-honoring physique, lean and strong, it's healthy, it's able to bring forth the opportunity for you to look, feel, and perform at your best, even if you're overwhelmed with your busy life. All this is tailored, all this is personalized, and it's maximized for you to get the bang for your buck and getting the results that you deserve. Now you're at this point in this training, you're in a great position right now. You know exactly how to go about achieving your health and fitness goals as God intended and doing it in a holistic and tailored fashion. But let me just be honest with you. I'll be lying and doing you a disservice if I just say, hey, just take the few minutes from this video training and you're all set. I'll be lying. I wouldn't even feel good knowing that I left you empty-handed, like all these other fitness programs out there, like these other challenges and apps and all these other things in the fitness industry that like to overpromise and underdeliver. It's like if I were to go ahead and tell you to get the biggest catch that the world's ever seen going fishing, and all I gave you was a fishing pole and some hooks, you'd probably say, what kind of bait do I use? What kind of boat do I need to go out there to the biggest waters? What time do I need to go out there to make sure that I'm getting the biggest catch? Just like there's nuances to fishing, there's also nuances when it comes to achieving holistic transformation with the Kingdom Body Matrix. So I want to be able to implement that in your life. So the only way we can do that and get started with that, we got to schedule some one-on-one time together. So right below this screen, you can see a big button, this big red button that says schedule your game plan session, because that's exactly what this is. This is the exact game plan how to go about executing the Kingdom Body Matrix in your life so that you can achieve that holistic transformation so you can look, feel, and perform at your best as God intended. And if it's a good fit, you're going to see the whole game plan. You're going to see what's working, what's not working, what you've been struggling with, where are these challenges, how to overcome those challenges. And now you're going to be in a position to know exactly what you need. If it's a good fit, we'll go over those options of how we can work together so you can achieve that holistic transformation. So all you got to do is click on that button below. When you click on that button, you can see a couple slots of times that are available. From there, you're just going to go through a series of questions so that now, once you book that appointment, I'm already working on the back end on putting that game plan for you. So once we get on the call together, we're going to be rocking and rolling. And then from there, if it's a good fit, we'll go over those options like I said before. So click on that button below. I'm excited to work with you. Take care and God bless.